Hello and welcome. This is an induction training module for researchers in the College of Engineering and Informatics. Hi, my name is A. Dalton and I'm based in the engineering building. If you would like to discuss any issues raised in this module, please do contact me. The module learning outcomes are to know the campus time zones, to appreciate the difficulties and hazards from out-of-hours working, to recognize the limits of what can be undertaken at any given time, know what you should do in the event of an emergency, how to take care of your personal safety, and how to get out-of-hours access. The building is normally open weekdays 7 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. On weekends and bank holidays 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. But full service is only available Monday to Friday 9 a.m. to 5:15 p.m. This graphic gives a better idea of the challenges that out-of-hours working creates. Our normal hours are given in green, 9 to 5:15. All staff are on hand and this is the best time for carrying out laboratory work. This is the only time when workshops should be used. The amber periods 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. are outside the staff core hours, but with prior arrangement you may be able to do some low-risk work using a buddy system. There is no support anywhere during the red time segment. Laboratory work should never happen during this time. There are many practical challenges to be faced when working outside normal hours. Technical support is not available, lab access is limited, which is especially a problem if materials or equipment is needed. Spill response must be managed by you as cleaners are not available. Systems, power, gas, etc. may shut down and not come back again. First aiders are not available to deal with injuries, chemical burns or medical emergencies. Security is on call and would take some time to arrive if needed. Emergency evacuation of the building must be done without support from fire marshals. Lighting levels reduce as part of the building operation. And finally, as there are so few people about, personal safety takes on a different dimension. Let's start with the simple one first, weekends. On Saturday and Sunday, there is no normal service and is out of hours for the full duration. This also applies to bank holidays. Laboratory work should not be planned for or done at this time. Over the course of a normal week, laboratory and workshop activities should be confined to the green zone. 40 hours of support is in place and available. The message is simple. Support is there, make use of it. Plan your work so that it commences first thing in the morning. While some lab activities may take days or even weeks, good planning should be used to ensure that you have support available at crucial times. And this should be discussed beforehand with your supervisor. There is a group of what is known as Class A risk activities. These have the highest risk, which should never be undertaken either on your own or out of hours. These include any activities that have a risk of violence, exposed moving machinery, a workshop for example, three-phase equipment or high-energy sources, live culture microbiology, chemical work, work at heights or where a ladder is required. Class A activities should be strictly confined to normal working hours. Fire during out of hours is a particular challenge because help may not be at hand, and for this reason your actions should be very clear and without hesitation. On discovering a fire, raise the alarm by operating the nearest fire call point. Call the fire brigade by calling 999 or 112. Extinguish the fire if you're confident to do so, but please ensure you have an exit route away from the source of the fire. And finally, do not take risks. Evacuation in the event of a fire should be done quickly. The building fire system will instruct you over the public address system to leave the building immediately. Evacuate the building by the nearest exit route and proceed to the fire assembly point. Do not delay or take risks. Do not use lifts. Close all doors after you. Do not re-enter the building until you are told it is safe. You should know all the exit points for the building. Where first aid or medical assistance is required outside normal hours, you should contact the emergency services. Dial 999 or 112 and ask for an ambulance. Do not hang up, as directions and building access will be required. An occupational first aid course is always useful, not only for work. Contact security if you have a spill or flood. If you think there may be an intruder in the building, then please call security. The university does understand the time demands and difficulties associated with laboratory work. In all cases, however, risks and controls must be assessed, documented and approved. The process for this will be covered in the next training module. To get out of hours access, a request must come from your supervisor to the discipline contact. They will require your student ID and NUI Galway email. Following this, your ID card is activated by security. Security try to ensure that unauthorized people do not enter the building and may request to see your card. Please give them your full cooperation. Personal safety and security is compromised when unauthorized people, whether strangers or students, are allowed into the building after it is closed. If you think this is happening, then talk to security about it. They are very anxious to prevent this getting out of hand and will treat it in confidence. Out of hours access is a privilege which needs to be minded. Never be afraid to phone security if worried about leaving the building at night. It may take a little time for the patrol to get to you, but you should wait for them. We have a short video clip on personal safety which you might find useful in relation to this. In summary, out-of-hours work should only happen if strictly necessary. During this time, there is a greater responsibility on you to manage your own safety and that of those around you. Only carry out the work you are authorized to do. Never be afraid to contact security. Finally, try and watch the short clip on campus safety. Thank you.